Good morning. A happy Monday morning and a sunny day. Goodness gracious, what is that saying? That's a strange noise, but my husband has been doing something with updating or whatever the computer, and I've never heard that noise before. Well, I'll have to commune with him about that. Well, maybe you didn't hear it. Who knows? I have been doing a little bit of shopping, and I've been busy the last few weeks, as I let you know previously, that it's been time for doctor's visits, 6-month checkups, dentist, eye doctor. I started to try to bring my strength and energy up by I've joined the Y. All of these things have been hitting recently, and so I've had to set aside my time with you. However, it's not that I haven't been thinking about you and about what I wanted to do next. I did a little shopping. I found in Walmart, I found two things. I found this little sampler of tacky glue. Now, I see people using it quite happily. It's got a good reputation, and I think years ago, maybe 5, I tried using it, and for some reason, it didn't commune with me. Well, I found this little sampler and thought, let me give this a try again, primarily because of the size of the tip and the size of the bottle. Let Carol have an experiment, and I found something that I have been turning green every time I see Rachel at Roxy Creations using it. I thought, now, wouldn't it be wonderful? Well, yes, it would be wonderful, but the prices on Amazon and so forth were kind of high, so one thing led to another, and I just let it pass. But my husband and I took a trip to the Premier Arts Store in Jacksonville, and it's changed, it was sold, and I thought we were going to lose it, but we didn't, and oh, good news, it has moved to the original Jacksonville. It's called Springfield. It's been here since way back in the 1800s, and it was the location of the Great Jacksonville Fire, etc., etc. And I found it again, and it's located now in the original Woolworths that was in Jacksonville, because this area was downtown Jacksonville. It's all Jacksonville had downtown, off the St. Johns River. And look what I found hanging in the glue area. Now, when I tell you heaven, this place had, it's large as you can imagine. It was a Woolworths. Every bit of art supplies that you could begin to conceive of. Individual pencils of Derwent ink tints, for example, that you could purchase as you need them. Every possible kind of paper, every possible kind of, well, the only thing it doesn't have is a lot of crafty things. It's an art store. And here we are. Let's see if I can manage to get this out. This aqua marker is by Tombow, which we know is a well-known and respected name. It's permanent bond, photo safe, dries clear, and flat. It also said up here that it dries. There it goes again. Oh my! Please be tolerant. Goes on clear, dries matte and clear. Two things I love. Not that I'm going to be seeing it, but it's good to know. Washable and has a dual tip. Well, the tip that I'm interested in, of course, is the fine tip. And isn't that just a fine little tip? Oh my. And quite, whoa, look at that. It's alive. Yes, it is. Oh, alive and ready to go. Well, I guess I had a good reason to be a little bit green. So here we are with these two things, this in the garbage, and I wanted to show you what I purchased when I purchased this at Walmart. Because it's school supply time, I was looking for the original black and white composition book that I had as a kid. Well, the last two were black and white. No black and whites this time. The world has gotten modern. Oh my. So, I'm glad I just noticed. That's removable. Gone. And I wanted one, so it was quite a search to find one that is sewn down the center. And this is definitely stitched. You can see them there. So this is going to be something that I have enjoyed doing for years. And let me show you what I mean when I say that. This is 2017 and 2018. A little collage on the front cover, some collage on the back, and collage inside the front cover. Where My Heart Resides, Bloom into Collage. And the reason I like the grid paper is because you can do things like this with it easily, because it's giving you lines and spaces. So here is what I've done. I've also discovered through time of doing, I've discovered that I like the pages better when I put two together. Not just two together, but a third. It gives you more oomph. So here is my first quiet joy in my studio. Oh yes. Some pages with more, and as you can see, I've evolved. I've added things that I had not added before. I added some embellishments, and so forth. Sometimes I chose color as my focal. Sometimes I chose a piece of collage as the focal, and so forth. Some stenciling, concept of which we love, having our supplies. Carol's idea of heaven, yes, and as you can see, I was for most of my career, I was an elementary teacher, and that's cursive handwriting that you never lose. Once you have it, it stays forever. This is my happy journal, but this is also some out of a needlepoint book that I had, because I spent a good 40 years before I discovered mixed media and evolved into journaling and journal making. I was a needlepoint girl. So here I'll move along, as I would like to try to get started on at least the front cover. And all of these things using color as my starter. And I also enjoyed starting to do this. Oh, I can't wait. I literally cannot wait. Cutting, adding a flip, and seeing the the pieces that were cut out, used over here. Ah, that was fun. I remember doing this one. And here, some more. So you can see what an 84-cent composition book can lead to. In my case, heavenly. Oh, some paper, flocked paper. Reminds me of wallpaper that was very big in the 60s. Christmas with a bag added. Some more collaging, some more flocked. This is flocked Christmas paper. 12, 18, and the end on the first one. The next one, I don't believe, maybe someplace it's dated, but I can't find it, and you don't need to spend time watching me look. So on this one, you can see I'm evolving into stitchery, slow stitching, and the book itself is covered with a piece of fabric, and all of this of my stitching added, and pieces of lace glued on, and the back is a large pocket, and it is sewn on. The piece of paper is sewn, but in here I was gifted this piece, and I decided that it would be just wonderful on the back of this collage book. So in it goes on the back cover, and I don't remember too much about this one for some reason. This was the old one, and I remember doing it, but this one I'm evolving some more. Pieces of ledger paper from 1909, and books, books, books. My second favorite thing in the world. Real books. See, and here's the paper glued together, and it stayed, but it's opened a little bit. 3 sheets. And often I did a 2-page spread. And here was my blue day. And look what I did here. Ha! This is fun, going back through your goodies. A pocket. Nothing in there, though. That's okay. Oh my. Talk about collage and bits of fabric. Goodness knows where that came from. Fussy cut collage. Pussy willow. Oh my Lord, as a little girl, how I did love those. Not in Florida. You have to be cold to get pussy willow. And here, folded with a tuck. And my sweet peas. I can see and smell them still. There again, not going to happen in Florida. A piece of cleanup paper, doodled. Washi. Some more, another pocket place. Must be getting up near Christmas now. Oh, fall. And Christmas. Frame on a Christmas card. Some red lace, a piece of antique Christmas. This was big doings. These this was big doings in the 50s. I remember them quite clearly. From Japan, a piece of antique, mid-century Christmas decoration, ornamentation. Some, looks to me like some of Rachel's papers, Florentine papers, and I stop there. I am not going to go on in this book. I'm going to start a fresh one because I like it. I like making the covers. I like starting fresh. So here is a glimpse of what this is going to become. And I have it in my mind, for some reason, that I'm going to cover the first layer in background papers because I want to make that, but and then I want to layer on top. I have no idea yet what is going to go on top. What's going to go down Carol right now is a little bit of her protein drink. Ooh, yuck. But it's working. So, let's get ready. Let's get out some papers. From the I think that's it. No. What's this? Oh, pretties. Oh, some of them are so crispy, I'm losing bits. Oh, yes. Oh, my, yes. Okay, you're dismissed. You are dismissed. And oh, I purchased this to use instead of credit cards. I think it might be easier to find because those cards do get lost in with your other goodies. Now, I think I'm going to manage without having to go and steal from my husband. I want to I don't know whether or not I'm going to cover this up. The spine of this is gray, but that's okay. We can do that. All right. And we're off. Let's put something close to the edge that I probably don't need, but I want to put there. What will I use? How about a little tea dye? How about some tea dye? Just around the edge. Oops, no, I knew I was going to do that. That's okay. So, if you want to work with me, all you're going to need is some sort of book. And your goodies. And the reason, as I said, that I use the graph is because it lends itself, it's helpful in your collaging, but it's also helpful with anything that you might want to write. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's see, this is liable to rub right off. No. Okay, it's there. More or less. It's probably going to be covered. So, oh my. I believe this was gifted to me. Wednesday, July 8th, 1885. 1880. Maybe just... Now, I'm not going to make copies of this or anything because it ends up not being used a second time, and I love this collaging in a composition book so much that I like to use my goodies as Rachel says, hoardy things, and we all do that. Goodness knows, hoardy things. Watched and learned. Thank you, Rachel. Now make sure that your edges, glue stick, and special care on the edges. Let's go this way. Okay. Now, well, the start has been made. Let's see what else we have here. Goodness knows we've got stuff. $19.29, New Haven, Missouri. Something for $950. Maybe, since I imagine I will be covering this again, I might use, I have to go in a little bit. Okay, talking to myself, sorry. Here we go. I do hope that all of you are well and that you had a good weekend and were able to find a little creative time or time to think about creative. I'm smelling something. It must be this. There's an odor to the glue. Not that I'm complaining. I've seen it work dozens of times. If you haven't found Rachel at Roxy Creations on YouTube, get there as fast as you can. She's worth her weight in gold. Oh, see Daisy? Isn't that good? Isn't that good? Watch me try to put that right back. Well, maybe this way. Yes. Not going to go. Not even. And it's going to stick forever because of the nice new glue. Okay, we can do that. And I will cut. I will cut when it's good and dry. Now, let's find some more. Just a piece of old paper. Just, let's see about this. Good, this is not too crisp. And I'm thinking I'm going to turn so that I get a nice fresh. I'm going to try doing this without the extra Tombow on the edge. I think I'll use it when I really need fine glue on a smaller piece, because I think it's really not necessary because this is an underlayer. Maybe some of this for here. Yes, and then I'll put smaller pieces there. This is Elmer's Extra Strength, and I've been enjoying it. I'm going to go, however, go back to my Yoo-Hoo. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. A lot of people say ooh-hoo, and that's a possibility, except that when I was a little girl, you listened to the radio because there was no television yet, and that was a greeting. Yoo-hoo! Or you called someone, you said yoo-hoo. So I can't resist. Oh my. Oh my. I do wish I remembered who sent me this wonderful paper. Because it is certainly wonderful. This is a script that looks, when at a glance it looks Oriental, I don't know. Oh, lovely. Should I take that off? But I'm going to save it, because that is some seriously pretty paper. That is showing its age. I have a little stash up here on the corner of my work table, so it's going to join that group right there. And this is going to go here, yes. Right. Goodness, I don't know whether this could be upside down, but let's hope that it is correct. Right. One more piece. One more. Monthly magazine typewriting. Magazine paper. Oh, another font. Different. Nope, don't want to do the same one. Well, let's go back, troll backwards now. I think I'm going to use this. Because as I keep reminding myself, this is going to be covered. Oh, screw top. Okay. I can do that. Now on the back, I'll use similar papers, but not such seriously antique papers. And one little bit over here. I was passing up. All right, now something for here. Will that work? Yes. Yes, it will. I'm not going to use too much on that front cover because it's awfully, those papers are so pretty. What was I doing here now? That's going to take a while to dry, so I'm going to let it do that. I'm going to take these and place them back in here. And go to the back cover. I think we have time. Turn this. I guess I shouldn't be grumping to myself about the fact that this is not the black and white, the old black and white composition book, because it would mean absolutely nothing to the younger generation. So that's a good thing. They can use their markers all over this. This is the top. They can use their markers all over this. I imagine that's why it's there. Let's see if I can get this back in here. I hope so. This is from my friend Linda. Thank you so much, Linda. These papers are extraordinary. Put them safely away. And now we can have some music to start. Now, sorry, taking a drink. I must stick with that because it is managed with careful eating and lots of eating and plenty of protein in the foods that we fix, and this drink has managed to put 14 pounds back on me, which I sorely needed. I was always little. I mean, when I went to, when I started college, I probably weighed 98 pounds, and I always did. And I'm tall. I'm 5'6". But little was in my family. Of course, I ate like a stormtrooper. Always did. Still did until the treatment started. And the treatment, I did not have any terrible reactions. Oh, wrong side, that's okay. And it was hard work putting that weight back on. Thank God for the drink. I hope it stays there after it doesn't fall off when I stop drinking. But I'm past the point of making myself crazy. But I sure looked not so good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Tear. I'm going to tear. Save. I'm going to put that whole piece on there because after all this is the back, and the collaging will cover it. The floods and the fires that one sees on television is you kind of get used to it in the United States. Out west, these things happen an awful lot, but seeing the same awfulness strike Europe makes us aware of our current situation. For those of you who are watching from Europe, you have my thoughts and best wishes. Know the fact that despite the fact that I live in Florida, the weather has been typical summer weather here. We have not been, we've not been plagued. And I do think of it as a plague. And I feel for everyone, whether in western United States or central United States, who are going through all of this. No, you must go up. There. There we go. A little bit of a wrinkle. That's so all right. A little bit there, I can feel it. But now let's find something. Let's turn this over and see what we have back here. Anything? No. I have this modern paper, but why not? It is the back, and it would look quite nice there. And I'm thinking that I would use it. I got this on, I saw Gail Augustinelli, found it on Amazon, and you get a package of papers with, I think, 4 designs, 5. It's it's pretty good make-believe. And tough and strong, as you can hear. Tough and strong. Well, I'll just turn that way and see what we get. Worked. And as you can see, it tears differently. I'm going to be looking for something special for the front cover. Now, of course, on the back. So the next time we visit, we will be working on the front cover. I'm thinking I want to use a little ecru lace somewhere on that front cover. Of course, I like it on there, especially on such a favorite book. So, I do hope that you have enjoyed today's visit. Oh, come back. Come back. Oh, there you are. Come back. It's not dark enough to suit me. Let's have a little vintage photo. Well, now where are you? Vintage photo. Talking to myself again, sorry. Well, that's not doing too terribly much. No, it isn't. Oops. Okay. Well, maybe I shall just have to rise above my natural inclination to be silly about things like that. So, thank you for joining me. I do hope you have enjoyed. And, oh, I think I can do this. Let's glue the first 3 down, because I'll be coming into my little craft place, my little studio, and getting some papers ready. I'm going to fold this one because I should not have done that. So, using the lines on the graph paper, I'm going to fold. No, I'm not. I'm going to remove, because this paper should come out. This paper should come out. If not, I'll have to get my X-Acto. Oh, it'll come, because I will refuse for it not to come. Yes. Well, isn't this going to be a pill? However, there it comes. My fingertips are victims of my treatment, so it's going to be a while. I should have done this. Get the paper off my tips here. stop and think before I do. There we go. Keep that paper, that book nice and flat. You can run along the edges and catch them with your glue stick going over the edge. And I never had any particular problem. Now you hold it. I learned the hard way. You hold it at the spine and push the page with the glue on it out from the spine. And you get a nice glue. If it isn't perfect on the corners or whatever, a little touch-up is no problem. There you go. And now we have the first page. Okay. And this page is going to be glued here because that will give me three thicknesses. Let's do it while we're doing. Get right down there as close as possible. And hold and push. I'm not gluing every square centimeter on here. So, close, press on the binding, press out, and we have our first 3 sheets ready to go. And this glue will dry down. I think I'll use the Yoo-Hoo for the rest of it because this Elmer's is, it worked. The Elmer's is a little bit more wet, has a little bit more wetness to it. So, I'll maybe try to get 8 or 10 done so that we can just have fun. And I do hope that you will join me. And if you have enjoyed, please consider giving me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I would appreciate your subscribing to my channel. Bye now. See you soon.